So I'm glad to be back here with Anadi from Sounds Orange. You've travelled and lived quite a life. You've been all over the world. You've been to all sorts of places. You've studied meditation. You've been on a journey for self-discovery. This series of interviews, introductions to what is, it's just an opportunity for people who are perhaps new to different self-development practices to be able to get an insight. I just thought we might kick off with meditation. So what, in a nutshell, is meditation?
Meditation is the art of spotting the gaps between thoughts. Okay, and there are various techniques ranging from sitting down and being quiet, watching the breath, to more dynamic meditations like dancing or running and then sitting down to be able to enter that gap between thoughts. So really, in essence, meditation is a technique to silence the mind. Or actually, probably more accurately put, it's a technique to find the silence that the mind is born from.
That's beautiful. And can I just ask, some people who perhaps might be meditating for the first time, sometimes there can be the thoughts that, oh, am I doing this right? And so on. And we attach the word practice to meditation. Can you just give us a little bit of an insight and a thought about that for somebody who, again, is new and perhaps moving toward meditation for the first time?
The mind is a tricky little fellow. It really is. And no matter whether you're new to meditation or accomplished in the meditation practice that you do, there are going to be times where thoughts arise. And the thing is not to judge them. In fact, to not even acknowledge them. It's just to accept that was a thought. It rose, it fell, and we're back to silence again. And that's it. People coming into meditation for the first time that try doing meditations like Vipassana, which entails watching the breath, they might get a bit fidgety and get ants in the pants, and all of a sudden they've got to scratch the back of the neck, or the nose actually is quite a common one. That's great, scratch away, have ants in the pants, but always come back to the silence.
And is it, I get a sense from what you're saying, is that find whatever type of meditation you feel yourself drawn to. If it's just about you sitting quietly and still by yourself without any support, do that. If it feels like you should perhaps go and get some meditative CDs, do that. If you want to go to a class, do that. Would that be your advice, to find what it is that sits with you?
That would be my advice, most definitely. And also, I think, to find out what suits you, have a go. I mean, you're not going to do any harm. Sit down and try and be silent. Maybe Vipassana will work for you. Otherwise, try 5 rhythms, which is a bit of a dance. Otherwise, try chanting. Chanting and 5 rhythms, all the dancing, active meditations are really good introductions. Because I think when the body gets to a state where it's tired, the mind has to be quiet.
Well, Nadi, thank you very much for that introduction to what is meditation. Thank you.
Thank you. You're very welcome.